Law of attraction has actually done far more damage than good for anyone, and I can prove it to you. Because law of attraction has got you thinking that you can feel something and it will walk right into your life. But that's bullshit. Because after coaching 700 plus people with my high value love identity program and my courses, I was able to help them manifest their desired relationship or their SP. And this is what I uncovered, that law of attraction actually does you more harm than good. But to understand what I'm talking about, we need to first of all understand, is law of attraction something that we can validate from subconscious science? So, law of attraction says, if you feel something, you can attract that into your reality. However, the subconscious science says that our subconscious mind works on resonance. And what do we mean by resonance? You see, your subconscious mind is a resonance attraction machine. Remember that word. Now, what does resonance attraction machine means? That means that your subconscious mind works on resonance. Whatever it resonates with is what it attracts into your reality, or it filters your reality so that your entire focus is on whatever you resonate with. Or we can say that you end up attracting whatever you resonate with. Now, here is something I want you to understand based upon law of attraction and our subconscious science. You see, if you can feel something, you can attract that into your life, right? However, what if I told you that if you try to feel something, such as you want to think that you are rich so that you can attract more riches into your life. Now you can start thinking that, and I can tell you that you can only hold on to this emotional state for only 20 minutes consciously. Why 20 minutes? Because according to how our subconscious mind operates, any emotional state that we tap into consciously, we can only sustain that for 20 minutes if it is not fed. And what do I mean by if it is not fed? Let's suppose if you are feeling rich right now and you can feel that for 20 minutes. But in this 20 minutes, you do not receive any money. Your subconscious mind will then revert back to its old emotional state. And your manifestations will stop, right? But wouldn't that bring up the question that what is our old state? Why can't we prime our old state to feel rich? Because that is what we keep reverting back to. Now, to understand why your subconscious mind reverts back to its old state, we need to understand our predominant neurological state. Now, emotional state is what we call neurological state, and every neurological state has a lifespan of 20 minutes up until the point it is fed and it can be prolonged. However, a predominant neurological state is our default emotional baseline. And what is our default emotional baseline? Now, our default emotional baseline is our emotional state that plays consistently at a subconscious level without being fed. And this predominant neurological state is developed between the ages of 1 to 9. Now, whatever your subconscious mind was fed between the ages of 1 to 9 became a part of your predominant emotional baseline. And that is what you keep consistently attracting into your reality, because this emotional state is playing right at the subconscious level without you even being aware of it. Now, a great example, since I am a relationship expert and I help people manifest their desired relationship, I want you to reflect on your past relationships. And I want you to observe if these past relationships had a similar pattern. And you are going to observe that all your past relationships might have a pattern to them. Now, this pattern is what you have been manifesting, such as maybe you have fear of rejection, and rejection is what you have been facing in all your previous relationships, or you were rejected in all your previous relationships. So we can establish that your predominant neurological state has fear of rejection. Now that is the only explanation, because if you keep attracting rejection in all your relationship, that means at a subconscious level, that is the emotional baseline that you have. Now this emotional baseline might have been developed as a result of your childhood experiences between the ages of 1 to 9. You might have felt rejected either by your father or your mother. That conditioned your predominant neurological state, which is your emotional baseline, and that's why you keep attracting rejection in all your relationship. And like I said, law of attraction has done far more damage than good for anyone, because a lot of us have no idea how can we change our predominant neurological state. Now, in my line of work, I have helped 700 plus people manifest their desired relationship or SP with my high value love identity program and my courses. And this is what I can tell you about how manifestations work. You have to change your predominant neurological state. If you do not change your predominant neurological state, law of attraction will cause you more harm than good. And how do we change that? We need to reflect on our childhood. And if we had any kind of trauma with regards to our father, mother, or childhood conditioning or circumstances, we need to locate them. And once we locate them, we need to identify how we can remove them. Now, this is where another important part comes in. That is, people think if we remove our subconscious blockages from our childhood, magic will happen in our life. It will, but not as quickly as you want it to be. Why? When I help my clients remove any kind of blockage, I take them to a part of their subconscious mind in between the ages of 1 to 9. First of all, we need to locate the blockage between the ages of 1 to 9. Now, once we start removing that particular blockage, your subconscious mind does something very incredible. That is, it will only allow you to remove something if it feels that you are not jeopardizing its survival protocol. That means if you remove something, it wants to ensure that by removing this, you will not expose yourself to any kind of danger. The only reason your subconscious mind sticks to old patterns is because you have survived them. So survival protocol was satisfied by your old patterns. So we need to provide your subconscious mind the reassurance that you will be careful and you will satisfy the survival protocol. And how does your subconscious mind do that? Now that brings us to the third point, which is once we remove something and we want to install this new emotional baseline or predominant neurological state, your subconscious mind will go like, okay, so you want to install this emotional state, which is maybe you want to attract a healthy, long-term, sustainable relationship. So your subconscious mind will go like, hey, let's do this, but I'm quite unfamiliar with this emotional state. So I'm going to give you certain actions that I want you to start practicing from here onwards. And these actions will trigger the emotional state of being self-confident, self-loving, and all of these emotional states will attract a long-term, healthy, sustainable relationship. Now, here comes the most important part that a lot of the people miss. Once you start feeling that love and confidence, you also need to start taking actions. Remember something very important about your subconscious mind. Any emotional state will die out in 20 minutes, right? However, if you keep practicing the actions that your subconscious mind reveals to you, you will be prolonging that emotional state, and your subconscious mind in the meanwhile will get familiar with this new emotional state. And the more it gets familiar with this emotional state, the more it will become a part of your predominant neurological state. Now, if I have confused you, my apologies. Let me give you a great example and you will understand this. What if I ask you to do something that you have never ever done before in your life? Would you be confident after doing it or before doing it? Now, the answer is pretty simple. You can't feel confident about it up until the point you take the action. Only once you take the action is when the emotional state kicks in. And once the emotional state kicks in and you start feeling more confident, any other time I offer you to do the same task, you would be able to finish that task with a lot more perfection. So that means once you take the action, the emotional state kicks in. And once the emotional state kicks in, it attracts more experiences into your reality where you are able to manifest whatever you truly desire. Now, if you are wondering, what are these lessons that my subconscious mind would like to tell me? I want you to try out my Instant Heartbreak Healing Mastery course. It's absolutely free. Now, in this 90-minute course, I will teach you how your subconscious mind works, how it stores the blockages, how it operates, and there is a hypnosis included in this course that will help you remove any kind of heartbreak or any kind of fear or any kind of trauma. And the moment you remove that, your subconscious mind will reveal you the actions that you should be taking in your life to manifest whatever you truly desire. Just try it out. What do you even have to lose? All it takes is 90 minutes. And in 90 minutes, you would be on your way to manifest whatever you truly desire. That's the beauty of your subconscious mind. I hope this video gives you a lot more perspective about law of attraction. My name is Ax. I'm an instant healing hypnotherapist, and I help people remove their toxic recurring pattern in relationship and attract the relationship that they truly desire with my high value love identity program. If you would be interested in that, you can sign up for a free mini therapy session. And if I feel like I can promise you the results, only if I feel like I can promise you the results, I will allow you to enroll into my program. However, if I feel like I cannot promise you the results, I might refuse your application, because great news is my program comes with a money back guarantee. That means you only pay for the results, and if I fail, you get your money back. I'll see you guys in the next video. Up until then, stay happy, stay blessed, and keep manifesting. Bye-bye.